Hello everyone, I'm Rachel and I welcome you all to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with James Robson. Now James is the CEO of Fundanion. Fundanion is building a new way for SMEs to access funding transparently directly from the lenders who will cater for their needs. They provide small businesses with the knowledge and tools to help navigate the financial world. Here at Kalkine, we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock market and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. Hello to you, James. Glad to have you with us today.
Hi, great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
So first off, James, could you tell us a little bit more about Fundanion and how you do help businesses?
Yeah, for sure. So Fundonion, we are a fintech startup. We're based in London. We cater for the whole of the UK market. We help small businesses access funding products, predominantly debt funding products. That could be across your traditional business loan, asset finance, either hard or soft assets, invoice finance, variety of different products there. And then there are some new interesting kind of e-commerce merchant cash advance products. And what we do is we help those small businesses instantly build to the market, find the right funder for them, and then of course we connect them and help them arrange that funding for their growth or whatever solution they need.
Now, obviously, funding for small businesses can be challenging at times. What can you tell me about the next generation business funding tool?
Yeah, so this is like a very interesting question. Small business funding has changed quite dramatically in the past 10 years, and especially so since the 2008-2009 financial crisis. An uptick of that effectively is that a lot of the traditional high street banks, certainly here in the UK, and it is true in other jurisdictions such as the USA, their appetite for lending to these small businesses has waned somewhat. And in came at that point, a new breed of alternative, generally private lenders. You can see these with some of the fintech lenders in the space, and this is generally referred to as a kind of alternative finance segment. Now, a lot of these alternative finance lenders are looking to create systems and processes that allow them to underwrite small business funding through the use of modern technology. And that's why it's kind of next gen, I suppose, in terms of the lender side. These systems can include things like technology to auto-read business bank statements or to provide indicative offers based on publicly available credit information. And their desire clearly is to run high volumes of loans, anywhere from 5,000, 10,000, £500,000, £1 million. And of course, it's great news for small businesses. Now, people in the SME finance space, particularly here in London, they talk about embedded lending, which is again another kind of next-gen funding solution. And effectively, this is more from client side or the customer side. It allows businesses to connect their financial ecosystem with a lending portal. So, for example, open banking, and through various APIs, they can look to speed up their funding applications more quickly. That said, in my opinion, this technology is still at quite an early stage, and business credit is not standardized in the same way that personal credit is already today. And the use of these systems, they can help to speed things up in terms of the approvals process, but at the same time, it's important to have a strong, well-versed broker that knows the market that can help you with your funding application.
And how does a smooth flow of funding help small businesses in scaling up?
Again, really good question. So, of course, everybody knows that cash flow is king. It's cliche, but it's true. But even businesses with strong operating models and strong products, they can run into issues when their cash flow or their cash reserves become depleted. And this is one place where smooth business funding can really help to accelerate businesses that don't have those large cash reserves. Or alternatively, if you're operating in an industry which typically faces long payment terms, so if you're in the recruitment space or in wholesale consumer goods. Now, there are financial products out there, such as invoice finance, and they can help businesses with cash flow alongside the more traditional business loans. And there are a number of extremely good providers on both products that we work with. But I would also say that in terms of scaling up, we have seen in the market over here in the UK and certainly in some other jurisdictions, kind of a birth of a newer product, which is the traditional cash advance, but being seen as a kind of merchant cash advance. And there are a number of lenders now that have the ability to plug into online commerce platforms such as Shopify or payment providers such as Stripe, and they can both advance capital and also take their repayments through these online channels. And that has been really interesting to see. Often the loans are underwritten on a gross profit level for that business. So provided they've got a lot of transactions going through, it's very interesting. We've got a number of e-commerce clients that have been funded this way, and the money can come in, in a smooth way and help them scale, which I think is great.
Now, finding the right funder for a business is also extremely significant. How does Fundanion help small businesses get their perfect funder?
Well, as I'd say, Fundanion is the UK's #1 business finance platform. So we can connect SMEs to a selection of ideal funders for those businesses. And we do it in less than 90 seconds, so we're super fast. Myself and my team, we have a huge amount of experience in the commercial finance market, both as brokers. I used to be a broker myself, but also in the lending space with some major lenders. And the platform that we've designed effectively allows businesses to answer a couple of easy questions, such as the length of their trading history, their revenue, how much money they're looking for, what the use of funds is going to be. And then it calculates which lenders we have on our panel that they would be eligible to be matched with for a loan. And then I guess on the kind of more client-facing side, what is key for us really is transparency. So we are the only provider in the UK that shows instantly users the rates, the terms, the length of a facility they can take with a lender, and of course the available funding amounts. And that really gives a lot of transparency and education to the customer to make sure that when they take funding, which is by no means a small decision, they get the right product for them. So I guess in a nutshell, our platform is a technology-driven platform, and we help small businesses to navigate the market, filter out which lender is going to be right for them, and then progress through to get an ideal funding solution to help them grow.
So lastly, in your opinion, how is Fundanion distinctive from other usual brokers? And also, what are your plans for this year, for 2022?
Both great questions again. Thank you. I guess, as I said, for us, transparency is absolutely key. What we want to do is be presenting to the customer at the earliest stage possible, even before any kind of inquiry or application is made, roughly what we estimate the rates are going to be on that facility that they're taking, how long the term is going to be. And of course, we include a little bit of, insider industry knowledge with reviews that we write on the platform, and we try and produce helpful educational content. So I think that's one major way in which we're significantly distinctive. I guess the other way is we have what I would call a market-leading platform, which we built ourselves as a startup from the ground up, and it operates a little bit like Skyscanner, but for business loans. And of course, I think it's the best product out there in the UK, and all the businesses should check it out. And then, we understand that all of these SMEs, they're really different. The typical SME in the UK, it's run by, might be a small family, or it might be some friends, and that's a personal point. And we like to put a little bit of personal touch on our product, because we understand that, everyone's different, just like we are. And I guess in terms of 2022, over the past 6 weeks, I'm happy to say that we've seen a significant uptick in terms of funding inquiries that we're getting through our website. And, I speak with a number of our current and former clients like every day, and I'm hearing stories about increased business on their side. So our plan really for this coming year is, to rise to meet that increased demand, provide the best service we can to those customers. And of course, at the same time, we're constantly, actively scouring the market to find out about new lenders, new products that have new interesting service offerings that we can obviously bring to our user base. So that's the plan, fingers crossed.
Well, it sounds an absolutely essential service for businesses out there. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today, James.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you. With that, I will sign off for now, but watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with Calkine.